To be honest, willpower only lasts for so long. Then you kind of slip. With me, that didn't take any time at all. When you're doing a diet, there's a practice called willpower. A good example, when I did a low calorie diet, when I was trying to restrict myself to 1,600 calories a day, it took willpower to not eat the foods that I wanted to eat. To be honest, willpower only lasts for so long. Then you kind of slip. With me, that didn't take any time at all. By the time the day was out, I'd calculate up and I was over. I don't know, when you're on a diet, if you're having to use willpower, I'm almost thinking maybe that's not the diet that you should be on. That's what I like. At least that's what I like about the carnivore diet, is that it really doesn't take willpower. I love meat. I love hamburger. I love pork, chicken. I can eat cheese, even though you're not supposed to eat a lot of it. Bottom line of what I'm trying to get at is that it really doesn't take any willpower for me to stick onto this diet. There's also a thing called a mindset. I was talking to a friend of mine, and as I've said in a previous video, I do plan to cheat. I plan to take a cheat meal. I'm going to Arby's. I'm getting me a couple of beef and cheddar melts. I'm going to cheat for one meal. So by the time I do the cheat meal, I'm going to have been on this diet for 90 days. A friend of mine told me, well, no, why do you call it a cheat meal? Call it a reward. I told him, I said, well, no, because I don't want to think of it as a reward. I'm cheating. That's not a reward. The reward that I'm getting is I've lost almost 30 pounds. My blood sugar level is pretty much normal. My blood pressure is not only normal, it's excellent. My legs have shrunk down, so my lymphedema is actually getting a little bit better. I can stand for a little longer. I can walk a little bit further. Those are the rewards. Eating these beef and cheddar melts, that's going to be cheating. And that's the mindset that I have, is that things with carbs, like sugar, bread, potatoes, my mindset is that stuff's poison. For what I'm trying to do, all that's going to do is that's going to hold me back. I told him, no, it's a cheat. It's not a reward. My mindset has to be, when I eat these Arby's beef and cheddar melts, you're cheating. What you're doing is counteractive to the diet that you're on. It's not a reward. Every once in a while, there's just foods that I'm going to miss, and I don't see any reason for me personally why I can't indulge on one meal, and then after that meal is over, do everything I can in the next meal and the days following to make up for that cheat meal. Do I recommend you to do it? I can't tell you that. If you know your addiction to carbs, if you have an addiction to carbs, how strong your addiction to carbs is. You know that. If you're saying to yourself, if you're thinking right now, is that something that's going to make me fall off this diet? And if you're thinking, oh, there's a good, you know what, there's a good possibility, then perhaps maybe you shouldn't. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying, you. So coming back to the very point of this entire discussion, we have willpower versus mindset. If you're on a diet where you are completely having to use willpower, in my case, I'm just not strong enough. My willpower would be gone. Where if you put yourself into a mindset, those potato chips, yeah, they look delicious, but to me, they're poison because they're going to get in the way of what I want to accomplish. And if you can get into that mindset, you can basically have it to where every time you even think about eating something that's high in carbs, that you have your brain going, uh-uh, no, you don't want to do that. You do that, you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna think you suck. You want that nagging. You want that in your mind. You want it to nag you. No, you're not gonna eat that. I mean, even when I eat those Arby melts, there's gonna be a part of my mind that says, really, yeah, really. Here we are. By this time, we're almost 3 months into this, and you're gonna do this? Really? You're gonna do this? And of course, the other part of my mind is going to say, well, yeah, I'm going to. I'm not telling you to do cheat days. I'm not telling you not to do cheat days. I'm telling you follow by what you're an expert on you, follow by what you think you should do.